Okay, good morning. Welcome to
MathIdeas206.
MathIdeas206. Today we're going to talk about squares. It's another problem we saw in the review section on Khan Academy. And so first, the problem was, do you remember what it was? What's the area of a square who has a side length of 4 inches? Okay? That was the problem. Now we haven't. This is advanced stuff, but it's something we've talked about before. So I thought it'd be fun that we would talk about it now. Maybe tomorrow we'll do it with blocks, but today we'll just do it drawing pictures on the board. So when we talk about area, we start off with one little square, maybe whose side length is 1, like a block. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we just define this to be the area is equal to 1. It just is a definition. Like, that's a bookshelf, that's a wall, this is orange. It's just a definition.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what's the area of this square?
Just 1.
Just 1. Okay? Now, if we have a square whose side is length 2, we need to figure out the area. And the only thing we know about area is that little 1 by 1 square. Right? So we need to try to figure out how many 1 by 1 squares we can fit inside of this 2 by 2 square.
Maybe 4.
Okay. Where would they go?
1, 2, no. I can't make this even.
Sure you can. There you go. Good job. How many squares are there?
4.
4. So what's the area of this square?
So we can multiply.
Well, you can multiply, but there's even an easier way to figure out what the area is. Because the area of each one of these is 1. Right? That's what we learned by definition. And 4 of them fit in.
You add them up.
You add them up. And what do you get?
4.
4. Also happens to be 2 times 2, but you can add up the squares that are inside. Okay. Now let's do one that's 3 by 3. Now remember, the only thing we know about area is that the 1 by 1 square has area 1. Okay. So what do you think you're going to do for here? What's wrong with this picture?
It is 6 of them inside it.
Well, are these 1 by 1?
No.
1, 1, 1 adds up to
6.
no. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is
3.
If this was 1 and this was 1, how long would this side be?
2.
2.
It's a rectangle.
This is a rectangle. Well, this would be a rectangle, except we know that it's 3. So this line isn't quite right. So how do we make it right? These are right, but we want to chop it up into 1 by 1 squares. Ah, now we got 1, 1, 1. Okay. How many 1 by 1 rectangle squares, are inside here?
9.
9. So what's the area of this?
9.
9. Very good. So area is an interesting property, and areas of squares are kind of a fun thing to study, because you can do it with blocks or you can do it by drawing on the board. And what we do is we learn that the area of one block, just this little 1 by 1 block, is 1, and then when we can make things out of 1 by 1 blocks, we know what their area is. So the area of this square is 9. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more about this tomorrow. Does that sound good? Alright, good job. Bam. Good job. Double good job. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Boom! Good job today, sweetie.